Okay, so as you've probably already seen, we're going to play with this little Forget-Me-Not by Violet Voss. Honestly, I really don't know why I even got this palette. I mean, I love Violet Voss shadows. They're really great quality. I love blue. But like after I ordered it and was like keeping an eye on the tracking and everything, I was like, I don't know why I got that. But I did, and it's here, so we're going to try it. It swatched okay. Normally Violet Voss shimmers are like really crazy intense. But this one didn't seem to be so much. I mean, I think it's gonna be a decent palette, but probably not going to make it to my favorites list. So I'm going to start off with this blue matte, and then I'm gonna go into this kind of like teal matte, and then I'm gonna blend it out with that lighter blue. So, this is a BH from the Lavender Luxe set, number 8. And it's kind of like a Morphe M518 kind of shape. So I'm just going to pick up that deepest blue shade. That's like actually blue. The other ones kind of look like they've got like a hint of green to them. And I'm just gonna start that kind of in my outer corner like I normally would. And if you've never tried Violet Voss, you definitely should. I mean, I would totally recommend doing so. These mattes are like so creamy and buttery. They just blend so well. And like I said, normally her shimmers are pretty damn outstanding. A couple of these are more like topper shades. And then there's actually a few in here that are like a satin, which kind of surprised me. I think I'll go in, this is a Morphe M518, and it just happened to be what's sitting in front of me. I have like a pile of brushes. I just grabbed a handful with all of the pre-filming, which I forgot to mention, this is my second video so far today, so if anything looks weird, I had to like take my eye makeup off and I left my base on. So yeah, if anything looks weird, that's probably why. But if this is your first video of mine that you're watching, I'm getting dentures. Today is actually Wednesday the 6th. And I will be getting them on Monday the 11th. So I'm kind of trying to get as much pre-filming done as I possibly can. So I just picked up that kind of mid-tone, like tealy shade with this. And I'm just gonna kind of work on blending this out. Okay, I'm just gonna keep the same brush, and then I'm gonna go into that slightly lighter shade. And just kind of run that around everything else I've already done. I'm gonna grab my ColourPop E1, and I'm gonna pick up that second shade that I used, because I feel like I lost a little bit of that when I went in with that lighter shade. And then I am going to go back with this one just to make sure that the blend is nice. That's pretty good for the crease work. Let's cut the lid out. This is a Lorella brush. There's no number on it. It's just like a flat brush. And I'm just gonna take my glitter glue, my NYX glitter primer, put that on the brush. And then I'm just gonna spread that across my lid. And then just run it right around my eye. Then I'm gonna take this brush. This is a pigment packer from MOTD. And I think I'm gonna go in with this darker blue, and then I'm probably gonna put this on the inner portion of my lid. So I'm just gonna tap that darker shade into the outer portion. But I'm just gonna wipe that brush off and then pick up that like teal shade. Like, do you see how beautiful and sparkly that shade is? That is what I expect from Violet Voss. So I'm just gonna kind of tap over top of that darker blue. Then I'm gonna wipe my brush off again, and I'm gonna go back and pick up some more of that dark blue and get that placement just a little bit more precise. I'm actually going to go back in with that first brush that we used, the BH Cosmetics one, and I am going to kind of blend this shade into the crease a little bit. I might actually pick some of it up on the brush because I'm gonna kind of use this shade to further deepen my outer corner. Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually pick some up with the brush. Pick that ColourPop brush back up and just kind of blend. I didn't add any more product. Yeah, do you see how that added just a little bit more depth in the outer corner? Yeah, I like that so much better. I'm gonna clean that pigment packer, the like flat brush, off. And I'm gonna pick up just a little bit more of that teal shade. And I wanna bring it over just a little bit further. Then this dark shade that's in the corner here, this is actually more of like a topper. It does have kind of a darker base to it, but if you're putting it on top of a darker shadow like this blue, it's just gonna add sparkle to it. So because that blue is really more of a satin, I'm going to use that shade as like a topper, and I'm just gonna put it right on top. I really like the way that looks. I'm going to work on kind of blending these two together a little bit more because there's a little more of a line than I would like. So I'm just gonna kind of like tap back and forth over that whole area really, because since they're super similar colors, they really should just like mesh. Well, that looks pretty good. It's not like my favorite eye look that I've ever done, but it'll do. So I really hate this, but I'm actually going, this is a Complex Culture brush. Oh, it's the Precision Eyelid brush. It looks like this. It kind of does have like a pointed tip to it. And as much as I hate when people do the whole coral and blue together, that's what I've got to work with. So, because I didn't want it to just be like a full blue eye. So I'm just gonna take that and run it across my lower lash line. I'm gonna take a clean brush. This is a Wet n Wild from the Bretman Rock collection. I don't think it has a name. And I got a little bit of blue fallout going on there. I'm just gonna kind of, I noticed a harsh edge in this outer area, and my eye is watering, which is wonderful. I do want to deepen up that outer corner because that's just how I am. So I'm gonna go back to that pigment packer and I'm gonna clean that off, and I'm just gonna pick up this like coppery shimmer shade, and I'm gonna try to just kind of like deepen up that outer corner without like making it super shimmery. I don't know how well that's gonna work. And man, like it is Fallout City. Oh yeah, my face is like blue now. I swear to God, one of these days I will learn and I will start spraying my brushes, but until then I just get to have weird looking cheeks. Okay, so you know what, I'm just gonna take this the whole way across my lower lash line. Don't know what I want to do for my inner corner because I'm really not left with a whole lot of options. I guess I'm just gonna take this blue here, which really seemed like more of a satin, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, not digging that at all. Wonder if I'm gonna tap just a little bit into that dark topper type shade that I used in my outer corner. And then I'm just gonna kind of tap that on top of this. Yeah, not my favorite. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Oh wow, yeah, this was a disaster. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna go into that shade that I used on my lid and put that right over top of that, because at least that shade is like sparkly and bright. I don't know that that helped any. So yeah, I think that's how I'm going to leave this. I'm going to go off camera, recreate this, maybe, on the other eye, throw on the rest of my details, and I will be back to show you the finished look. Okay, so this is the finished look. Do I hate it? No. Is it my favorite? No. So I actually, as you can see, did not do lashes because I was just like, I can't. So I actually used the Maybelline Snapscara in Deja Blue. I didn't do any liner in my waterline either because I was just like, like, I don't know, I really wish this palette would have been more than what it is. I mean, it's okay. I think it would be best used as like a companion palette to, I don't know, if you have a single shadow collection, use your singles with it. Or, like, I'll show you an actual example. I have this little Nabla Wild Berry palette, and the two of those would probably work together really, really well. So, I don't think it works well by itself. It's very limiting as to what you can do on your eyes. I really would have preferred that, like, these two shades here had just been more blue, you know? I mean, there should have been, like, an icy white blue shade. I don't even know what else. I mean, really, maybe, like, if this shade had been the same color, only a matte would have been much better. You know, there's so many ways that this could have been so much better than what it was. So yeah, I don't hate it. The formula is great. I mean, the shimmers that are actually good shimmers and not satins are super sparkly. The topper that I put on the outer corner, super sparkly, you know, so there are good things about it. And like I said, the formula, great. I just think it would work better with singles or another palette. So the only other thing that I added was this ColourPop Luxe Velvet, and this is in the shade Can You Even? So yeah, I think that is going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. If you do, ring the notification bell. That way you get notified every time I post a new video. You can hop over to Instagram and follow me over there for a bunch of content. Everything will be listed in the description box down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.